Father, this always have a great designation to meet, to discuss matters pertaining to our development. We want to thank you for guiding each student who is here to undertake the good process. We pray for continually upon each one of them, to inspire them with wisdom, protect them from the vice of the dark world. And more so at this moment, we call upon you to be our chair and to deliberate on a number of issues pertaining to our well-being here. All this we pray, asking in the very name of Jesus Christ, our Lord.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that this is very obvious that after the prayers we take our seats. Next to the agenda is adoption of the agenda and welcome remarks. This is how we will run this meeting, but if you disagree, you can make adjustments to this agenda under the adoption of the agenda. Introduction comes first. We have brief remarks from the guild president, brief remarks from the dean of students, brief remarks from the dean of faculty and heads of department, brief remarks from the Vice office, brief remarks from the academic registrar, brief remarks from the vice chancellor, discussions and way forward, adjournment of the meeting. I would like to know if someone would wish to second or would wish to add something to that agenda. I would like to know if someone would wish to second or make adjustments to the agenda. If there is total silence in Uganda, it always means we're okay with it. We proceed with that. You okay with it? Very good. So, in my welcome remarks, I'm going to be very brief. I want to take this opportunity to welcome everyone who has made it for this meeting on such short notice. I'm actually pleased with the number of students that have turned up for this meeting. That was announced about 2 to 3 days ago. And I want to take this opportunity, the next minute for this meeting, that is the introduction. I'm going to introduce the students with the courses they are doing. If you belong to that particular course, you can put your hands up. The class teacher says you can raise your hands up. We'll start with medical records. Students of medical records. You can feel free to clap for them. Yes, thank you. We have the new students doing education. Students doing education. I see only one. I think most of them are seated outside. And then you have students doing agriculture. Let me see you by show of hands. Thank you very much. We have those doing public admin by show of hands. Thank you. We have those doing social sciences. Thank you very much. Then we have those who are doing God's work by show of hands. And by show of hands once again. Yes, that's the one guy. That one is not easy. Because we already have a very hard task to play. The men are you in line with religion from the time you're born, even the day when it's time for you to leave up, they still be there for you. That's already always time with you all positions. So you can trust them on that. Thank you. With that, I want to go to the side of the student leadership. I'll give you 15 seconds for each one of you under student leadership. And I want that to be done by the guild president. You will take the opportunity to your members. Can you speak so that
the Vice Chancellor of all University, the academic registrar, teaching staff, the group cabinets of the Catholic government, and the student body at large. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you are not mourning, so let's feel free and be comfortable in this room. My name is Akela Winnie, the 13th Group President of All Saints University, Lango. I am performing a very simple task. May I request all the cabinets who are working for this 13th government to be on their feet for the competition. We have come this far without any strength. The school is smoothly running because of these personalities we are seeing. However, I'll be biased to maybe give 2 seconds for each of them to say their name and their position. It will help you to direct your complaint or your appreciation. Thank you.
Once again, good morning. I'm called Sure Madrid, faculty representative of Sample Science, at the same time, the Great Speaker of the University. From Alonso, my name is Walter Joe, Vice President. Thank you.
Everyone in the joint capacity, my name is Roman Bodriakena, departmental representative for Housing Administration and Management. At the same time, no, meaning I'm the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs. Thank you.
I was on the order of city. I am on the Samson, Minister of State, Sports and Tourism. Thank you.
Also, good morning. My name is Adele Elizabeth, State Minister for Ghana.
Good morning, everyone. I am innocent. I serve in this government, the girl class, and I'm a teacher in the Navy.
Good morning, all.
Praise the Lord. My name is called Simon Peter Keller. I am the Minister of Ethics and Integrity. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is James Daniel, State Minister for People with Disability.
Thank you very much. Let's have the microphone returned to the side.
We are supposed to be 32 in number, but even the Bible tells us that many are called, but few are chosen. And don't be surprised that on that day of handover, we'll have only 15 getting their certificate. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Next time you use the Bible verse that says where two or more are gathered, they'll be there. Amen. So we're going to go to the next level, introduction of the lecturers. I'm going to categorize them into two. We have lecturers who joined us in the previous semester. So lecturers, I'm going to request that they stand up on their feet. You're right, stand up on your feet. And we'll start with those who just joined us. I'm going to give them the chance to introduce themselves. And then we'll go to those who are here early.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dennis Daniel Obua. I joined this semester as a lecturer in the Faculty of Business Administration and Management. I'm very pleased to have a team of academians and learners like you. And we have all come together to cherish and chase towards a common goal of empowerment to transform and transfer knowledge so that in the end we have a society which is hospitable. So thank you, and I wish all of us the best.
Thank you so much, Dennis.
Protocol observed. Good morning. My name is Auma Anna Grace, Department of ICT.
Thank you so much, Anna Grace.
Good morning, everybody. All the Bura Edwards. I'm handling entry on the government, that's where
Thank you so much, Edward. I want the rest of the lecturers to stand up, apart from those who are heads of department. Apart from heads of departments, the rest of the lecturers, please get on your feet to introduce ourselves.
Good morning. One of the renowned authors called Eliana Roosevelt one time remarked, "Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people." I believe we are here to hear from each other. My name is Ambrose Moll. I am a lecturer at the Faculty of Social Science. Thank you.
Department.
Good morning, everyone. I'm a PhD, Department of Public Administration.
My name is Owera Alex, Education Department, Mathematics. Also.
Thank you very much. Whoever else has not introduced himself or herself will introduce each of themselves at that time of the speech. Since we are done with introduction, we are going to go to the next agenda, which is remarks from the Guild President, and that she will do it in 3 minutes.
We are all aware we are in for the General Assembly or the meeting for the board staff and the students. First of all, I want to thank God so much for keeping all of us up to this time. And I believe He still has a lot for us in store. May we give a glorious hand clap to Him. I'm saying like that because we have witnessed ever since I personally, when I entered to be the group president, we have lost many. Others are still going through pain, but who are we that we are still here, looking healthy, and especially we look just okay. We deserve that glory. Allow me appreciate the management of All Saints University Lango for the fact they are so dear to the government of the team of All Saints University Lango. Let's also give them a glorious hand. Then also to the student body at large. Through you, you're always making our work very easy. And through you, we are always recognized. I appreciate you, and I bring warm appreciation as of the 13th government. May you receive it in heart. Most of the things for tonight will come for the administrators. I know we have issues, but as I've told you, we are at campus and we know the channels, we know the forum to address some of our issues. And two, they have given me only 3 minutes, and most of the things will come from my bosses. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Our good president. Someone was telling me that I forgot to introduce myself. Did I? I did. I did. If I had forgotten, trust me, I would be coming from Karamoja. Those guys, when you say how many people are here, they'll count all of you, then you forget to count himself. Before you realize out of the 100, one is missing, and you begin asking, where is this one person? He fails to find himself. So I remember introducing myself. For those who are out, I said my name is Okila Innocent from Faculty of Business. Okay, we can now proceed. I'm going to request the Dean of Students to take up the floor, and I'm going to entrust her with 50% of my powers. That means I will entrust her with my powers to introduce the Dean of Faculty, and after her speech, she will invite them to have their brief remarks. You're taking that? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our MC, our Vice Chancellor, Mr. Registrar, all the staffs in the various capacity, the student leaders led by Winnie, all the students in the house. Good morning. I think it's still morning. Yeah, good morning. Allow me to do this small exercise. I want to begin by thanking the Guild of this year. They have done a lot. And there is an achievement that through their hard work we have scored. We cannot run the university or the students, lead the students without the constitution. So we had the constitution that they were going through, and at least it has been passed by the Guild Council. That touch of recent. Before I go further, let me take this time to call the speaker to invite the Minister of Constitution, and they do the activity, that one activity, as soon as possible, and we move to the next. After they are done with the Constitution, you are the student body. You need to embrace the Constitution that they are using. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, you're most welcome.
Let's clap for the speaker. That's a very huge post, you know. Clap for him one more time. Yes. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor of this great university, Academic Registrar, Dean of Students, Heads of Department, Your Excellency, the Guild President, my fellow comrades in the leadership of the Guild, the student body at large, once again, good morning. I'm not here to perform simple tasks. 3 weeks back, we had the first presentation of the Constitution. The Constitutional Review Committee presented the Constitution, the floor of Council, the Guild for approval, and we went through the Guild Constitution and realized some loopholes, and we bounced back for consultation, and This made us to make thorough consultation with different institutions about the Constitution. And in the long run, finally, the final copy of the Constitution was presented in the Council, and it was adopted, was approved in the Guild Council. That is the biggest achievement we come as this regime we have so far attained. Remember, we had a 13-year government, and that makes you know that the past 12 regime operated in that constitution. And today, as we assemble in for the general meeting, we start to present before you for adoption. And I will request the Right Honorable Minister of Justice, Constitutional Affairs, do that in a minute. And I will request two people, a lady and a gentleman, to adopt the Constitution, and we forward it to the management for final approval. Honorable, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Speaker. As I told you before, my name is Roman, Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs. I'm standing before you here to represent to you the Constitution. I therefore not going to go through it all because it's a little bit broad because of time, but I wouldn't have if time was there. Therefore, I'll just go through the table of contents, then I call those people to allow. In our table of contents, then I call those people to allow. In our table of contents, we have, it's ranging from Article 1 to Article 05. Therefore, let me go straightforward. The first article is talking about the supreme of the Constitution. The second article, defense of the Constitution. The third article is the general awareness and public relations. Article 4, composition of the bill. Article 5, attachment to rights and freedoms. Article 8, inheritance of fundamental rights and freedoms. Article 9, talking about the equity of students. Article 10, rights to studies. Article 11, personal liberty rather. Article 12, notice to the guild officials of the students suspended or expelled. Article 13, rights for fair hearing. Article 14, affirmative action for the marginalized and equal opportunities. Article 15, minorities' rights to participation in decision making. Article 16, right to enjoy practice. Right to enjoy, practice, and profess culture. Article 17, right to participate in guild affairs. Article 18, conferment of rights and freedom. Article 19, application in case of infringement of a right. Article 20, establishment of the General Assembly, for which we are here for it. Article 21, composition of the General Assembly. Article 22, functions of the General Assembly. Functions of the General Assembly. Out at large, as I told you, ranging from Article 1 to Article 105. So for time, I beg you not to allow me to go up to the end. But I urge you and I allow me to assure you that the Constitution is fair and just. It has captured everything as far as fundamental rights is concerned.
Thank you very much, Honorable Roman. House at large, I will proceed telling the chapters. I will stop in chapter 4. Chapter 5 talks about the Guild Executive, which captures Article 23 to Article 42. Chapter 6 talks about the Guild Parliament, which captures Article 43 to Article 63. Chapter 7 talks about the tribunal, capture Article 64 to Article 74. Chapter 8 is about the Electoral Commission. It captures Article 75 to Article 86. Chapter 9 talks about the Guild election. It captures Article 87 and Article 94. Chapter 10 is about the Guild finance. It captures Article 95 to Article 100. Chapter 11 is clubs, societies, and other organizations, which captures Article 101 to 105. Chapter 12 is the Guild chapter, which captures Article 106 to 109. Chapter 13 talks about amendment of the Guild Constitution, captures Article 110 to 111. Chapter 14 is applications. It captures Article 112 and 115. Finally, we have the shadows in the Guild Constitution. The first shadow in the Guild Constitution is the oath, which is already captured in the Constitution. The last shadow in the Constitution is leadership code of conduct. This is what makes All Saints University Lango Guild Constitution. With this, therefore, permit me to ask from the student body, not the guild. Guild, as a guild representatives, we are done with our part. This is from the student body, and we now have someone to adopt the Constitution. Someone?
We need a student to adopt the the Constitution rather. Should I add that it should be preferably a lawyer? Just joking, just joke.
Thank you very much, Guild leadership, for the presentation of the Guild Constitution. And it is now time for adoption. But before the adoption, I have a contrary view. What is the difference in the methodology of the presentation of this Constitution to that of 1966, which led into the abolition of the Catholic institution? And it was named the Pigeonhole Constitution. Was our participation really in the constitutional making process that would tantamount to the adoption? If that consideration was not thought for, I therefore pray that you give us time to peruse through the Constitution, and that is what we shall be in the position to adopt for the final approval to the management. Thank you. Thank you very much. Management. Thank you. Thank you very much. So be it. So be it. Thank you very much. Back to you, sir.
Thank you very much. That is Honorable Rashid, the former district speaker of Lira. Thank you very much for your concern. In a council, we have representatives from different departments, different programs, and the constitutional review committee composed of the students who are part of the team went through the constitution. The constitution was sent for reviewing about, that was last semester, and I believe the presentation that came in the council after the students' participation. I don't know the criteria they used, but we strongly believe that students participated in constitution. Might not be you, might be somebody, might be somebody, but it was certainly written to the student fraternity. Thank you.
Someone else has a concern. Are you going to adopt the constitution? Okay, let him have the microphone for inquiry.
Well done, Vice Chancellor, good Speaker, the committee. On the very issue of the Constitution, I think something to come out and before the Constitution, you should be having, that is by law, you should be having in volume, you should be having it in volume. It can be okay to adopt the first volume. In the first volume, that's why you will have everything. Then you take back. Because the review, if it is for the first volume, yes. At least it should be in second or three volumes. That is if tomorrow you are not challenged. But if you get one paper like this, you call it a constitution, you call us here to adopt, it is going to be challenged. It should be in series. First volume, second volume, then the third volume, you cross, adopt it, becomes a constitution. Thank you.
Okay, that means the students participated in the constitution. Are we together? Now we are here to adopt what students agreed in under the constitution. You have options. You can either adopt it or request that you buy more time and have more of the students consulted. So right now, with the powers invested in me, as the chair of this particular meeting, I am requesting that by vote, how many of us agree that we have this constitution reviewed with consultation from the students? That's one. Number two, do not put up your hand if you're not going to participate in the consultation. So we are going to have the consultation done. I'm going to move the motion and say a meeting and summary together. So you work hand in hand with your student leadership and have that cleaned up. Are we together? We will arrange another meeting and have the constitution adopted. Do we agree? Can we go forward with our meeting? Beg your pardon? We'll have volume one. We'll start from scratch.
Submission. Submission,
okay, attention please. I must be honest with you that during the time when Parliament was doing the voting for the 105, was it 105? 1 or 2? Did all of us here vote? All your representatives voted, right? Yes. So not everyone has a right to vote, but once you're consulted, and then your leaders whom you entrusted get back to us, it becomes a constitution. Are we together? Are we together? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, um, I've had a concern that was raised by Donald. I want to assure this House that the Constitution was first brought in the Council. Now, after going through the Constitution, we ask members to go back for consultation with their different departments and faculties. The second draft of the Constitution came, and we realized a loophole in the Constitution, of which the Council could not approve. Now, we had to bounce back the Constitution to the committee to work on the loophole. Now, the committee presented a report of the meeting and the consultation. And this time around, the loophole was not only consulted within All Saints University. I want to affirm this to you. We borrowed ideas from Tara Constitution. We visited Islamic University in Uganda, their constitution. We visited the constitution of Uganda Christian University. We visited the constitution of Uganda Pentecostal University. We visited the constitution of Uganda Baptist University. Now, these four constitutions were consulted. That is why the final copy of the constitution was brought before the council, and the council finally approved. Now, the Guinea Council finally approved the constitution. Based on the consultation, we did not only consult those other constitutions, we consulted members of the mandate committee. Finally, we are saying, as the council, we adopted the constitution and we are presenting it to the mandate committee. Members, your representatives participated in this. It is your representatives who complained about the constitution based on your views. That is why the first draft was deferred. The second draft came, we sent it back. So, friends, at this juncture, as a good speaker, I stand on my feet with the backing of my executive once again and say, do we have someone to handle this position? So that we will present it to the manager. The manager is going to review the constitution. After the manager, it will be presented to the university lawyer. It is a process.
So maybe if you were not aware of who are those who are composed in the Constitution Review Committee, it's comprised of 7 members of the Guild executives and 2 representatives from the students' body.
This meeting will proceed. I take charge and honor. I will present, sit with the committee, executive, and seek way forward what to be done. If it is necessary, we shall present.